Hi Dad, I okay, so if you go to the website, ah, okay, so if you bring your website up and you can see here at the top, just type in the URL and that'll bring the website up. And then you go down here and you just hit with the cursor on login. Brings you to this page. I will send you the password separately so that you can see, so you have a note of the password, of course, and just click login. Now, I advise that any of the posts that you write for this, if you write them in Word, so you can do them in Word first, and then it can spell check it, and you can do everything else for it. Then writing it directly into the blog like this is not a good idea. Once you come into the blog, if you go up here to add new and you just click on add new, it takes a minute to load. Okay, and so this is the screen that you get uh, when you come into the blog post. First off, this little icon at the end here, if you click on this icon, it will give you the two lines of the menu, and you're better having the two lines of the menu all the time. So what you do is you go and get your stuff from Microsoft Word. So I'm going to pull up anything that I've got sitting here on Microsoft Word. This is a post that I wrote for my own blog yesterday or the day before. So copy and paste. So copy from here and go back to here. Now you want to go to this here in the middle of the screen, and it says paste from Word. You click on this and it brings up this small screen in front of you, and you just do Control V to paste. That pastes it in there and insert. The you cannot you cannot paste directly into this screen here from Word, because it imports a lot of the background formatting from Word, and it just makes a mess of the post. What I do now is I just take this out, so copy, delete up here, and Control V and paste it in. Just delete these spare ones at the top to bring it up. Now this is some of the formatting that I had in Word, and I'll just take this out quickly because, and this will not normally happen, is the problem with this was that I had copied some stuff from a web page and it had picked up the information from the web page. So basically that's how you add a post. Now with every post, when you put it in, you have to put in a category. So you'll not have any categories just now. So you can have add new category. So you click on that and you click on here and say, let's see, Gordon Brown, and add category, click there. So every single post that you put in should be in a category of some sorts, and it's advisable to have no more than kind of 15-20 categories at most. You can put in tags if you want, but they're not terribly important. Tags sometimes show at the bottom of your posts. Remind me later, go away. Okay, now basically that's the post done, except you want to go down to the bottom here, and there's this here that's called all-in-one SEO pack. Now the reason for this is that the title that goes into the blog post. This title here, if you don't add a separate title down the bottom, this title here ends up being the title that you see in the browser bar at the top. And it's quite often a good idea to have the titles different to each other, but still similar. So for instance, with this, where I've got PR for entrepreneurs, I would go down the bottom and I would do press release for entrepreneurs, and then you type in a description. The description is the bit of snippet that you see in Google when it's listing your web page on the search results. So it's the little bit that's below the link where you click on Google. So a nice attractive description to get people to click through onto the web page. So it could be provocative, it could be come here, I've got great things to say, but something that's going to describe what the article is about. Okay, go back up to the top again, and we just hit publish. And as soon as you hit publish, and this will come up here, post published. So you can view post, and I'll open this in a new window, a new tab should I say. So there it is there. So it's published by admin under Gordon Brown, and there's the post. It's that simple. Your categories will end up getting listed down here with the more you write, and the recent posts in here. Tags, if you fill in tags, will go in here. But we can talk about these things later if you need to do them, or if you want certain bits taken out of here, we can do that later as well. So if we go back to edit post again, so if you find yourself in a situation where you actually have an image or a photograph or anything that you want to put in here as well, you go to upload, insert, and if you put the cursor over the top of this, you'll see add an image. So you click onto that to add an image, and it will bring up another upload screen. So you do select files, and this will take you to your own hard drive. And let me see if I can find something quite quickly and simply. So once you find the image you want, you just click on the image, and it will automatically upload to the server. Okay, now having a title for the image is a good idea. So if the image is of Gordon Brown, you put in Gordon Brown. Of Margaret Thatcher, whatever it is, put the title in. Captions I don't bother about, descriptions I don't bother about either. And you come down here and you have the choice of whether the image is going to go, has formatting, so whether it's going to go left, center or right. So I'm going to push this one to the right, and I'm going to leave it at the full size because it's 289 by 132. And I go here and insert into post, and I go back here and update post again, and let's go and look at the post, reload the post, and you see the image has come in, and that's it. Dead simple, he says. The more you do it, the more you get used to it. Is there anything else I can think of at this point? I think it's just a good idea generally to get used to doing the posts in the beginning, and I'll look after the rest of the stuff just now for a while. And when you come over sometime before Christmas, we can go through the whole thing again, and if there's any more questions round about anything, we can sit down and go through them. Any problems understanding any of this, give me a buzz. Speak to you later. Take care.